Well, welcome to the realm of Millenia. Right? Week 30 Devil's Advocate Hot Take comes from the YouTube channel of a Twitch streamer by the name Nuxanor. Lord Nuxtaku, if you will. And this perspective comes from... He needs to put on his lights. Comes from that guy and his channel, Nuxanor, right? His stance is that it is a gay and cucky stance to... No. Revise that quote. His hot take is that libertarianism is a gay and cucky stance. Alright? Anyone who is choosing it to be libertarian, endorsing libertarianism, has a gay and cucky stance. That is the quote hot take from the alleged Twitch streamer Lord Nuxanor, right? If you agree with that, go subscribe to his channel for his Twitch politics or his lore content about various topics. And if you disagree with him, join the bandwagon of refusing to be radicalized, as he drops 2 videos every single day until he, quote, conquers the world, right? Because the Jews control everything. So he's choosing to conquer the world his own Jewish way by dropping 2 videos a day until he has radicalized everyone into agreeing with anything and everything he has to say. Big ups to you. You do you, boo-boo. You do you. Right? So, that is the hot takes I'll be trying to discuss a bit better than he does, because he talks in order to radicalize people. I talk in order to win a debate with or against people. And for this one, I will be... Because I recognize that he is not very well articulated in a lot of areas, I'm going to support that. And maybe on a different week, very much so on a different week, I will disprove how libertarianism is a gay and cucky stance, right? But this week, I will be proving how libertarianism is a gay and cucky stance in tandem with the, quote, Lord Nuxanor, who is, quote, a blue Jewish retard Twitch streamer on the internet. His words, not mine. Now that we have the intro, now that we got the YouTube short out the way, intro time. Well, welcome to the realm of Millenia. Be ye a man, a woman, a child, a spirit, creature, or a demon. Be ye a native migrator, or maybe even just an invader into the realm. Welcome, for I am your host, the Millenian Mailman, here today as I drive down the highway with people who don't know how to use a breaker. Golly, dude. I hate some drivers, dude. Right? Where was I? Well, I, as your host here today, will be world building for you long after you have already begun to acclimate and fit in. Go ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Right? This week's hot take is, for week 30, is about libertarianism. How in some folds of the internet, it is deemed a gay and cucky stance to be a libertarian nowadays. Right? It's like, okay, right? I don't really have much to say on that outside of the Wednesday video. I think that enough was said there in support and denunciation of that. And I tried to make it funny, to be as honest as possible. I tried my best to try and make it lighthearted, but it just comes out awkward. It was cringe rewatching the video to see if I should just straight up delete it or not, or do a second one. I refuse to do a second one on it. So that what you get on Wednesday is what you get on Wednesday, right? True, false, or indifferent. That's I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it. I'm not defending that take. Right? I already embarrassed myself trying to defend it as much as possible. I'm not doing it again. I refuse. Okay. Darn, I don't even... Where'd my index card, dude? I don't think I have my index card, so... So it'll just be me talking for the rest of this episode here. But yeah, life is going well. Yeah, life is going pretty well. It's not the worst, it's not the best. This happens, right? I attended a kid's birthday party. It was nice. It was nice. The bubble blower was, I'd say the bubble blower was the best part. I fell asleep on the bench like a proper adult who didn't have to watch their kids at a party. So I can't tell you a lot about it. I just know that bench was surprisingly comfortable. But then again, I could probably sleep anywhere on a bed of rocks. So I'm telling you, there was no better feeling than that bench. Okay, that's all I have to say. The food was children's food, cake and candy, basically. They had a fruit platter. The fruit platter was well. Yeah. I don't have my index card here, so I literally have zero idea of what else I was supposed to talk about, because I did in fact get hung up on the fact that I did not like talking about the Libertarianism hot take for this week. Yeah, the book is going well. I got my stances, I got my takes. I've been writing not every day, but every other day, basically. An average of every other day. Because there were definitely some days where I just outdid myself. Truly outdid myself. Okay, I don't like that truck trying to gang up behind me, dude. You are in a big vehicle there, sir. It's already one thing when you have a small vehicle tailing you pretty bad. When that turns into a 12-ton truck with heavy machinery on top of it, and that dude just wants to freaking tailgate you, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little worrisome. I ain't ashamed to say that a 12-ton vehicle with a crane on it tailgating me with less than 3 feet, less than a single yard behind my butt, is a little worrisome. I'm not at all ashamed to say it. A big vehicle like that tailgating me, is a little worrisome. It's like, just attach the tow already. Jesus. Attach the tow hooks. But yeah, life's not too bad. Life's not too bad at all. Driving is nice. February is Februarying. I'm surprised at how much it has not been raining yet, so I guess we're still waiting on Groundhog's Day. So, because you know them April showers bring the Mayflowers for the summer, you know, right? So yeah, no rain yet, but I can only wait, which is part of the reason why I've started doing 2 or 3 Monday videos in a row in a single day, because once the rain starts coming in, I'm not going on outside night walks in the rain. Believe it or don't. Okay, it's not happening. Right? So for my own safety and sickness prevention, I'm trying to get as many Monday videos out before the mandatory time that I, for my own interest, refuse to do outside videos. Alright? So I'm trying to stack that up. Oh yeah, at the party, that's what I wanted to talk about. At the kids' party, I'm waiting to go inside because I was the first one there, because I'm always early to everything. I blame the military for that habit. When at the party, I was there like an hour 15 minutes early somehow, but overall, when I got there early, I just chose to sit there, listen to some YouTube shorts, rappers through the YouTube shorts, and I just listened to them freestyle. Again, for the lyricism, I'm a lyricist, right? So I was listening to their lyrics during their freestyles, and I just went into a pocket because they said step up and step back, right? Like the line dance does. I really love line dances too. Anywho, so this particular rapper said the step up phrase, and then they said step back in a way that made me think of like the viral TikTok trend of kids trying to understand their parents, like take a step forward if you ever had this and that. Take a step forward if you ever had this and that. If you never had this and that, never had this and that, right? Take a step back if you da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? Just that whole trend of parents and their kids or friends trying to get a better understanding of one another, right? And it developed into something that I'd probably want to fully write out or try to recreate in a video, because I wasn't writing down at that time, how unfortunately, and I wasn't recording either, because I was listening and trying to like effectively rap alongside the rapper who was doing an entirely different scheme and everything, right? Because I was listening at that point. I'm gonna be honest, I stopped listening to the artist doing their rap, and I was more so listening to the music and the cadence and the tempo, right? So after I listened to the clip and I kept the short looped to listen to the music behind it, I got into a pocket of singing / rapping alongside the rhythm and the cadence of the actual music in the background to my own little jig and dance, right? Because when I got into that pocket, what I was thinking about was the viral TikTok thing, where like take a step forward, take a step forward. So I went into a pocket of like take a step forward if this and that, take a step forward if this and that, and then I would evolve into just emotionally rapping on that part, and then I would go back to this take a step forward, if that and that, and then because I love changing up the chorus a little bit, I did another verse and then said take a step back, take a step back, take a step back. Right? And after I did that like 2 or 3 more times, it just clicked to be like, well, I'm sorry, from where you're standing versus where I'm standing, you looking pretty privileged, right? Pretty privileged. Dot 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 dot. It's pretty privileged. Dot 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 dot. Looking pretty privileged. Pretty privileged. Pretty privileged. Pretty privileged. How you dot 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 dot. Looking pretty privileged. How you dot 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 dot. Looking pretty privileged. Pretty privileged. Right, and that was the pocket I don't want to say devolving into, but I was evolving into, because at that point at least I felt that way. I wasn't recording myself in order to play it back again, but stop. I wasn't recording myself to really confirm or deny at that point, but it was surely a definitive truth right there. That was, pardon me, but that was definitely where I was at. I'm like, hey, all right. So I went from the viral TikTok piece into the verses. The viral TikTok piece was basically what I established to be the chorus. And then the verses were just me further exemplifying the viral TikTok. And then basically me getting into the pocket rhyme scheme of the pretty privileged, because there is that idea that, oh, you have pretty privilege. Excuse me. You have pretty privilege, right? Or you have male privilege. You have female privilege. Well, I just stuck in the pocket of pretty privilege, but instead of just leaving at privilege, I said privileged. You all looking pretty privileged. Pretty privileged, right? And I just stayed in that pocket rather than single out the pretty people. I was like, oh, you're all looking pretty cute, pretty handsome, the way all of you are more pretty privileged than the rest of me and the rest of us. And by us, I mean me, because I'm the only one this far freaking back, right? You're all looking pretty privileged the way all y'all up there looking cute, smiling and waving, while I'm here back, right? And that was it. I could ramble on a lot more, but I'd rather put that in a Sunday video to ramble on my ideas on that, because I didn't just talk about that from the get-go like I wanted to, because I got distracted, of course. But yes, week 30 Devil's Advocate Hot Take is all about how libertarianism is a gay and cucky stance. So says Lord Nuxanor from the Nuxanor channel at Nuxanor, Nuxanor. Follow him if you care to be radicalized, as he posts 2 videos every single day until he conquers the world. Or join the bandwagon of not being radicalized and trying to challenge the ideals of the, quote, blue Jewish retard Twitch streamer slash YouTuber on the internet, right? I'm not saying at all that you should go and report his channel. No. If you disagree, tell other people to not watch his content. If you agree or you're up for debate, watch his videos and just dislike his video, right? Go and dislike his video. But if you agree and you want to further watching his content, that's the channel you should go to. By no means should you just be branding, report all his videos. That's not how free speech works. That's not how proper debate and conversation. You're not going to convince him or any one of his followers to change their radicalized ideals that way. You have to be able to competently articulate and debate his flawed views, if that's what you view his channel as, right? If you think he's furthering anti-Semitism or anything like that, you don't do it and combat effectively by just reporting all his videos. You're just going to further radicalize all his radicalized followers that help him conquer the world through 2 videos a day, right? Challenge it by watching or listening to at least half of every video and then disliking the video, right? You know what really grinds my gears? When people watch like the first 30 seconds of a video and then say something stupid down in the comments that would be disproven later on in the very same video, right? And that happens a lot on TikTok, right? Which is one of my bigger qualms about people who listen to like TikTok politicians. It's like, when you take for face value the things people say on TikTok, it's most of them don't actually watch the full video, unfortunately. So they're making a comment on the first 30 seconds and talking about how they refuse to watch the rest of the video. The fact that they acknowledge that they didn't watch the full video should be grounds for speculation for you. But That's just how people do it nowadays, I guess, because everyone's taken the copium a bit too far nowadays. It's like, that's how cope works. Cope. You're all coping and you all freaking stink at it. Ugh. It's one of the most annoying things in the world. In my opinion, I'm just saying. Right? But hey, that's just me, your Millennium Mailman. Go ahead, like the video if you like the video or something I had to say in the video. Comment down in the comment section down below. As always, if you have a question, comment, concern, a commentary, or particular opinion that you care to share, or hit me up at MILLENIANmailmen at gmail.com. Same as the at MILLENIANmailmen. Or go ahead, link down in the description for the GoFundMe's. I don't do Patreon, and I'm not or anything because I don't intend to make it easy for you guys to support me. I do not care for the support. I love and appreciate support, but I do not care for it. If you're going to donate, donate through the GoFundMe and take the nice long process. I'm not trying to get monthly subscribers or anything. I care exclusively for the YouTube subscribers and stuff like that. So I'm not going to develop a Patreon unless people donate in the GoFundMe to get me to make a Patreon. Right? But as always, share the video for more exposure of the channel, more exposure for the content, and more exposure of all the things I have to do, say, talk, and do. Share the video, share the channel, or subscribe if you feel like, dislike the video if you don't. And as always, peace, love, happiness, and all the good things to you boys, girls, and non-binary identifiers.